Hello everyone and welcome to PE Academy. So in this video we are going to be looking at the concept of partial fraction. So if you are given an equation or a function and you're asked to resolve, or you need to just resolve it into partial fraction. So that's what we are going to be covering in the course of this video. So I'm going to be using different examples and different ways that you might come across an equation like that, and then you will need to apply partial fraction. All right, so before we get into the video proper, if you are new to the channel PA Academy or you are yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead right now and click on that subscribe button to subscribe to the channel, and also click on that bell icon beside subscribe button so that you can get notified of future and subsequent videos. All right, so thank you very much if you have just done that. So with that, now to start with, we are going to be looking at these first examples. This first example, we have a whole lot of example that we'll be using, like I said earlier, to explain the concept of partial fraction. So using this example now, we have 3x over into bracket x squared plus 1 into bracket 2x plus 1. All right. So before we start to solve this, it's always important to factorize the denominator. All right. Sometimes you might have a question in this format. Maybe they have it as 3x over, if you should open up this bracket, we are going to be having 2x squared plus s plus 2s plus 1. So that will be 3x over 2s squared plus 3x plus 1. Right, it might be in this. So it is always advisable, okay, to put it, to factorize this out, okay, so that it can look like this. All right, so when you're dealing with partial fraction, so take note. So in case I didn't mention it in the other examples. All right, so for this now, what you do is, all right, so you are going to be picking them one after the other. What you have business with mostly is the denominator. All right, so starting with this, since we have x plus 1, all right, so the next one is just going to be, you can have a over, you can use any alphabet, but having them in a, b, c, d like that is okay, over s plus 1. All right, so the idea behind this is that the highest value of s in each of these that you are picking, all right, the next one you are going to have at the numerator should be one less than it. And this is what I'm saying. If you look at this for s plus 1, the highest value of s here is 1. So this a should just be like, it's just like saying a raised to power x is 0, and a raised to power 0 is 1. All right, so that's why we are having it as a. Then the next one is going to be plus the same thing, b over 2s plus 1. All right, so once you have it like that, the next thing is to cross multiply. So if you are to cross multiply, sorry, before you cross multiply rather, you can go ahead and look for the LCM of this. In doing that, you are still going to be having s plus 1 into brackets 2x plus 1. All right, so what you are going to do is you are going to use everything here to divide this, and then you multiply it by a. All right, so let me just do that one after the other. So if you use everything here to divide this, it will cancel out. This will cancel this, so you'll be left with 2x plus 1. So this 2x plus 1 here is what you're going to use to multiply a. All right, so that's the same way you do your LCM. So with that, you're going to be having a into brackets 2x plus 1. So you do the same thing on this part too. So with that, you're going to be having plus b into bracket x plus 1. All right, so if you should equate these two together, all right, you notice that the denominator are the same thing, so they can cancel out. And with that, you're going to be having 3 equals to a into bracket 2x plus 1, then plus b into bracket x plus 1. All right, so if you should open up the brackets, you are going to be having 3x equals to 2ax plus a plus bx plus b. All right, so what we can do is, let's factor in the one with common terms. So we are having 3x equals to, so we are having x here, we are having x here, we can put it as 2a plus b all into bracket x. Then we have plus a plus b. All right, so by comparing coefficients, so let me just change this. So if you look at it closely, by comparing coefficients on the left hand side and right hand side, so if you should do this, we are going to be having, if you look here, we are having this and x and 3x here, so we can have it as 2a plus b is equals to 3. So let's take this as our equation 1, And then this a plus b is not having any corresponding value here, so we just take it as a plus b is equals to 0. All right, so with this will be our equation 2. Now what we are going to do is to solve equation 1 and 2 simultaneously, depending on how the equation appear. All right, so we can say from equation 2, our a is equals to minus b. All right, so what we are going to do, let's just take this as our equation 3. So we are going to say substitute the value of a equals to minus b into equation 1. All right, so in doing that, that means we are going to be having 2 into brackets minus b plus b equals to 3. So we are going to be having minus 2b plus b equals to 3. So this will give us minus b equals to 3. And as that, we can have it, if you multiply both sides by minus 1 or you divide both sides by minus, we are going to be having your b equals to minus 3. So we've gotten the value for our b. Now we can use that to get a. Remember that from our equation 2, a plus b equals to 0. So that means our a is equals to minus b. So with that, now since we've got our b to be minus 3, so that means our a will be minus into bracket minus 3, which is equals to 3. So we've gotten our a to be equals to 3, and then we've gotten our b to be minus 3. All right, so what we are going to do now is to substitute the value of a and b back into this part here. All right, so in doing that, we are going to be having our initial equation, which is 3x over x plus 1 into brackets 2x plus 1. So in partial fraction, we are going to be having the value of our a is, that will be 3 over x plus 1, and then we've got now our b to be minus 3, so it will just be, instead of having plus minus 3, you can go ahead and put minus 3 over 2x plus 1. All right, and this right here is the solution to the question if you have to resolve it into partial fraction. All right, so now let's look at another example real quick. So for example 2 now, so if you have something like this and you're asked to resolve it into partial fraction, let's say we have 21s squared plus 144 divided by s into brackets s squared plus 4. All right, and you're asked to resolve it into partial fraction. So what you do is this. Remember that this denominator here are two separate things. It's a product. So we are having s. Okay, let me write that out. Okay, so that will be this 21s squared plus 144 over s. Let me put that in bracket, and then s squared plus 4. All right, so that it will be easy like that to understand. All right, so if you have to resolve this into partial fraction, remember when you are starting out, your main focus is on the denominator. So for this s now, we are going to have it as a over s. All right, because the power of x here is 1. So what's going to be above it will definitely not have s. Then plus, now for this one, you can see that we have s squared. All right, you can see that we have s squared, which is the highest power of x is 2. So what's going to be a denominator here will be bs. Okay, then over s squared plus 4. Okay, so this is how you go about it. So if you are to, so let me just bring that here. So we have, I'm just trying to rewrite this, a over s plus bs over s squared plus 4. Okay. Now if you are to apply s, look for the LCM, it's still going to be s into bracket s squared plus 4. So if you use this to divide s squared, you are going to be left with s squared plus 4. You use that to multiply a. So with that, you are going to be having a into brackets s squared plus 4. So if you do the same thing, you use this to divide, you divide what we have here by this. All right, we are going to be left with s. And that s is what you are going to use to multiply bs. So we are going to be having plus bs into bracket s. All right. So if you should equate, remember that we brought this here. All right. So if you should equate this to the initial one, the denominator will cancel out, this will cancel this. All right. And then we'll be left with 21s squared plus 144. So that will be 21s squared plus 144 will be equals to a, which is what we are having here, into bracket s squared plus 4 plus bs into bracket s. So let's go ahead and open up that bracket. So we are going to be having 21s squared plus 144 equals to as squared plus 4a plus b s squared. All right. So what we are going to do next is let's bring in some terms together. We have s squared here, we have s squared here, so we can rewrite it as 21s squared plus 144 equals to a plus b all into bracket s squared, because if you open up the bracket, you are still going to get what is here. All right, then plus 4a. Okay, so the next thing we are to do here is to compare coefficients. So by comparing the coefficients, so by on the left hand side and right hand side, or the left hand side. So guys, if you are finding value, please give the video a thumbs up. All right, so you see that on the left hand side we have s squared here, we have s squared here, so we can equate this to this. So we are going to be having a plus b is equals to 21. So let's call that our equation 1. Also, we can equate this. This is 4a. We equate it to 144. All right. So with that, we have 4a equals to 144, which is our equation 2. So what we are going to do is that we are going to solve equation 1 and 2 to get the value of a and b. All right. So your question can come in form of simultaneous equations. It can come as simple as this. So what we'll do is we can say that from equation 2, that means our a will be 144 divided by 4. All right, and if you do that, 144 divided by 4 will give you 36. All right, so with that, we've been able to get the answer for a. All right, so we are going to use that to get our b. So from equation 1 rather, that means our b is equals to 21 minus b. Okay, and that will just be 21 minus 36, and that's going to give us minus 15. All right, so now that we've gotten our a to be 36, and then we've gotten our b to be minus 15, so we are going to go ahead and substitute it into the initial representation in partial fraction. All right, so this right here. Okay, so with that, we are going to be having 21s squared plus 144. So that will be 21s squared plus 144 over s into brackets s what? S squared plus 4 is equals to 36 over s. So since there's a negative here, minus let's see, 15s here, minus 15s over s squared plus 4. All right, so you can see this x that is coming here is part of it. You can see this bs. We already know our b, so we can go ahead and add the s before it. All right, so this right here is the solution to that question if you are to resolve it using partial fraction. All right, this right here will give us this in partial fraction. All right, so let's look at one more example before we go to the next part of this video. Okay, the video is kind of like long. Let me add one more example in this video. So I'll be doing another example, different scenario of partial fraction. I'll be doing that in the next part of this video. So if you find value in the video, please give the video a thumbs up. If you have any question, any comments, do let me know in the comment section. And please, if you are still here to subscribe, go ahead right now, click on that subscribe button and the bell icon beside the subscribe button. So with that, guys, I'll see you. Let's continue this example in the next part of the video. So bye for now.